And we are back. Yeah, I had originally planned to get that body glued up in the first video, but the video was getting a little bit long. I felt like 30 minutes was a pretty good cutoff point. So we're going to pick right up where we left off. We still have the maple here, ready to be glued. I have the mahogany here, ready to be glued too. But before we glue anything, we do have to route in our wire channel. So that will be the next step in the process. So you'll get to see my router, and you will get to see me do that. So I appreciate you coming back for video 2, and apparently you enjoyed it enough to come back for more. So if you haven't already, I'd appreciate it if you liked and subscribed. That would mean a lot to me. And if you wanted to share it with people who might be interested in this topic, that would mean a lot to me. And there's even a hype button. I have no idea if that does anything. I don't know. It might be fun if you clicked it. I have no idea. But now I'm under no delusions that this video is going to lead to a YouTube career, that this channel is going to take off and going to make me any money. I'm not interested in the money. I'm not trying to make money doing this. I don't build guitars for people. I'm not trying to sell you anything. I build guitars for me, just for fun. So I'm not trying to sell you something. I'm not trying to find a new customer base. That is not the point of this. The point of this is literally just to encourage people who are interested, encourage people who want to, take up this hobby, to not be intimidated by it and to just do it. It's fun and it's very rewarding. So that is the reward I'm looking for. I'm going to go grab my router, get set up, and then we will cut that wire channel, get ready for some glue. All right, be right back. All right, I've got my body blank and my template all clamped down very securely. Got my router bit in here. This is a 3/8, really short little router bit with 2 bearings. And let's do it. Let's cut this channel. I am going to do this, by the way, in a couple of passes. I don't want to hog out too much at one time. Okay, well, that seemed to have went pretty well. Looks good. I dig it. Double check the depth. Should be a 1/2 inch. And it is 1/2 inch. Excellent. Okay, well, now I'm probably going to route that maple top down to the template, just to get that shape and size finalized and be exactly right. So you'll get to see my little homemade router table. Awesome. Cool. Give me just a sec to set up and we'll do it. Okay, now we have my little router table and this fence I built to go with it. But like I said, it's just a piece of MDF secured to my table saw, so it ain't nothing fancy. I have my template 2-way taped to the maple, and now I'm going to route the maple flush and hope that it doesn't tear out. Well, we did pretty good. Now the maple is the right size, exactly the same as the template. I need to pop it off of here, take a look at it. There it is. It is all routed to shape and ready to be glued now, finally. Okie doke, we are ready for glue now. Got all my clamps laid out, you'll see them in a second. I have the mahogany here. I have the wire channel taped up just to avoid any glue getting down in there. And it's right before I stick the top on, I'll peel that tape off. On the back, I have taped an old template just to prevent the clamps from marring the mahogany in any way. I did go ahead and these little tabs I screwed, or I made some pilot holes for some screws so that everything doesn't slip around. Here's the screws, you can see them. I have them just protruding a little bit just so they kind of catch in those holes. And the top is ready to be glued on. And let's see, what else was I gonna say? I am using urea formaldehyde glue that comes from Bartlett Guitar Parts out of Canada, and it looks like this. Can, powder, you mix this into this, stir it together, use it within 30 minutes, and I'm not exactly sure how long the open time is, but I think it has a fairly, pretty decent open time. And I will say that for some reason, cutting stuff out, nothing. It doesn't scare me, it doesn't bother me at all. The scariest part of anything to do with building guitars is gluing stuff together. I don't know why it is so stressful to me. It's just because you have so many clamps and you're trying to work pretty quickly. So, this could be a disaster. I don't know. We'll see how it looks on camera, but I'm going to do the best I can and we'll see how it turns out. Here goes nothing. Okie doke. Here is the glue and the hardener. So I'm just going to mix them together, stir it up. Oops. Not sure how critical it is to get every single last little bit of that in there, but I'll get it up, put it in. Perfect. Mixing it real thoroughly. There's not really any instructions that I remember. It didn't come with any instructions on any special things you gotta do to mix it, so I assume you just mix it until you feel like it's ready to go, and it looks like it's about ready to go to me. So let the stressfulness commence. I have an old grocery store plus card here, and I'm just going to, I've actually cut some little notches in here at the bottom so that it will squeegee it, but leave plenty of glue in there as well. So I'm just going to pour it on and squeegee it around. We'll see how well it squeegees. This stuff is really thick. Not at all like regular wood glue. Nothing like regular wood glue. I wonder how many guitars you could do with this stuff, like one canister of it.
One thing I struggle with is I never know, like, is that enough glue? Is that too much glue? I'm terrible at that. So I usually I know I usually put too much glue on things. But I'm always terrified of having a joint that's starved of glue that would fail. I always figure that, you know, the glue squeezes out that the joint doesn't need, so you can't really put too much, other than the fact that it swims around. The parts do whenever you do that. I would say that's probably good. Pretty even layer. Yeah, we'll say that's good enough. I almost did it. I almost forgot the tape. That would have not been great. That would have been pretty tragic. Okay. And I just realized that you couldn't really see what I was doing up there. Sorry about that. It's pretty self-explanatory, I suppose. You just want to clamp it securely, especially around the perimeter. Make sure it's nice and tight all the way, and it should be good to go. You may or may not notice, I don't know if you can tell, but I did not worry about putting any sort of a clamping caul on the maple because it's about 3/16 of an inch thicker than it needs to be anyways. So any kind of marring I get up there is going to be machined away whenever I do the top carve. So that was not critical, but I'm pretty much done with the clamping now. So hopefully that worked out. I used every heavy-duty clamp that I own. I believe that it will stay put. I have a good feeling about it. Lots of clamps. A whole bunch of them. Well, we did it. Hopefully, I'll take those off tomorrow and check it out, but looks like everything went okay. I think it's glued. I believe it'll probably stay that way forever. So anyhow, then I guess the next thing we will probably tackle is I guess I'll get started on the fretboard. I will have to radius it, cut it to size, radius it, slot it, inlays, and that'll be the next steps. So we'll come back for episode 3 and I'll get started on the fretboard. All right.